Peace, love, and light, people. It's T, and I'm here for a high tea. Sipping on mango passion fruit with some CBD drops. And I will be puffing on some watermelon zittles, a pre-roll. And so today the discussion is healing, balancing. There's a lot going on in the world. We know every day, all day. There's a balance that needs to be had in what we consume, what we watch, I mean, for us, melanated black people, for lack of a better term, black Americans, we are dealing with a lot. Rest in power to the brother, the king, Chadwick Boseman, who passed recently at such a young age. Talented, superb human being. I just loved his work. I loved the things that I've seen him in the interviews, all of that. I mean, I think he just did a phenomenal job with what the biopics that he chose and the work that he chose as well. So, sidebar. On another note, like I said, the discussion today is healing and balancing, and particularly the chakras. And what are chakras? Chakras are your energy fields, your vortices. There's about 22 of them, but the 7 main ones that coincide right here near your body. Everybody knows we have an aura. And everybody I see now is on that, is on the term vibrations. Check your vibe, the vibe, frequencies, low vibes, high vibes. Which I think is a great thing, But in speaking that, also we should understand what we are talking about when it comes to energy and the transference of energy and our own energy, checking it, cleansing it. When we want to cleanse the energy in the house, a lot of us, we white sage, or burn candles, or you might have a Himalayan salt lamp, things like that to kind of change the energy and the flow. Some people practice feng shui, if you've heard of that. And so for me, this is my 40th year, and the year is going by fairly quickly, and there's some things that I want to accomplish in my health and spiritual development. And so one of them is balancing my chakras. And so in balancing my chakras, I'm going to be starting off with a 7-day chakra balancing challenge, I guess. And that will consist of really just what I eat, and each day the food coinciding with the chakra that I want to start to balance. And then after that week, I plan to do a 7-week chakra balancing journey. And that will consist of me working on each chakra for a week. And then I'll, in succession, continue in doing a 7-month, stuff like that. But anyway, your chakras, like I said, are energy fields, energy vortices. And it really coincides with, starts with the base, from the base of in the seat of your spine, your booty, to hold on, I think. Okay, I'm back. Well, it looks like this thing is, bugging. And so it cut off. I must not have a lot of time on my phone. But anyway, so, like I said, it starts from the seat, base of your spine, and travels all the way up to the top of your crown, okay? And so you're dealing with your root chakra, your sacral, your solar plexus, and your heart, your throat chakra, your third eye, and your crown. And so when you begin balancing your chakras, you normally start with the root, and a lot of times you can either be the chakra can be, or the energy vortex rather, can be underactive, okay, and it affects a whole lot in your life, as far as physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, definitely. And then it can be overactive, and so both can affect you tremendously. And so finding balance is key. Okay, and so with your root chakra, it starts normally the color that represents your root chakra, it's red. And your root chakra is for when you're balancing that, it's to help grounding, help with your stability, help with your physical fitness, physical ailments. If you're feeling a lot of that, you could be dealing with root chakra imbalances. Also security, obesity, being overweight, that is a sign that you have some imbalance there. And then you move up, and it kind of represents or resembles a rainbow. You start with red and you move on to orange, and that's your sacral chakra, and that is really based on like your sexuality, sensuality. You can also deal with creativity, if you're lacking creativity, or creative inspiration, maybe some balance and check out, orange, wear orange, stuff like that. Then your solar plexus represents, the color that represents that is yellow. And that's your personal power, courage. And, for balancing that, you can probably use some type of, like I said, wear color yellow. And things that kind of also help you balance your meditation, crystals also coincide with balancing those energies as well. So you can deal with your will and, of course, energy, social identity, happiness, stuff like that, is what you experience when your solar plexus is balanced. And then you move on to green, which is your heart chakra, and that represents, of course, love. Sometimes pink kind of also represents your heart chakra. And so you would want to have a lot of green foods and things like that. Wear green, meditate with green. You can also use like an emerald when meditating, or jade, those type of crystals. But like I said, there's a lot of things that coincide with balancing, and a lot of tools we have in nature to use to balance our chakras. And we also have energy fields. If most of you know, if you study geology and energy. Oh, it's getting ready to cut off again, so if I cut off, I'll be back. Also, we know that the earth has its own energy fields and vortices as well. The earth has its own chakras. And so, it's all connected. And so, after the heart chakra, you move into your throat chakra, which is, your basis of communication as well. And that's like light blue, so you want to, you can use like aquamarine and stuff like that as far as a crystal to meditate with and help you balance in that area. Wear light blue, eat foods that and I'll go into a little bit later as far as the foods that we can use to balance all the chakras, but and then your third eye chakra, which everybody got that third eye all day, a lot of us might be blocked, but that's our intuition. and self-expression, of course, communication. Oh no, I'm sorry. That let me backtrack. That was communication and self-expression is your throat chakra. But third eye chakra, which is indigo, that represents that. You can also use clear quartz for intuition and foresight. And what is that? Every psychic abilities, things like that. Visions and connections to your higher self. And then we have our crown chakra, and with our crown chakra, that is the color that normally represents that is purple, and that is our universal consciousness. Okay, knowing, cosmic connection, things like that. And so for me, I'm on that journey. I've been pretty much, I think probably when I turned, I'd say 28 years old, I kind of started to become aware of energy healing, and energy balancing. And I started to research and practice certain things with crystals and colors and balancing. And then I dug deep and started to understand the endocrine system and how it also is connected, with chakra healing and chakra balancing. So, the endocrine, the glands, like the testes and the ovaries, connected to your root chakra. And your adrenal glands and your pancreas connected, your kidneys and stuff connected to your sacral, and then your pancreas and adrenal glands connected to your solar plexus. Jeez. And then you move on up, the endocrine system, the glands. If you do know anything about anatomy, you know where they're located. And if you start to understand where the energy fields are, you can understand where the blockages are and the imbalances are. And you can start to coincide your what you eat in order to start balancing things out and feeling better. And attracting what you want to attract and putting out the type of light you want to put out. And so I think about at 20 years old, I started to really get in tune with those type of, I'd say esoteric practices, for those who feel like they are pagan. We call them esoteric. And so, my journey, like I said, will start with food. This is, what I can control, of course, with color, and I'll be practicing with crystals as well. But mainly for anybody who wants to get on the chakra balancing challenge 7-day, I will be posting it in the social health network that I'm in with a couple of friends. And I'll share it, and y'all can follow my journey with it. And then, like I said, I will follow up with a 7-week journey, and you can see what that looks like. Because there's so many things that go with it. As far as aromas and essential oils, herbs and things like that you can be used to help balance. So that's where I'm going with it. A holistic point of view when it comes to the healing of my mind, body, and spirit, my emotions, and also my physical body. That will come, that will manifest once I, get in tune, get aligned. Excuse me. Some good tea. So for anybody who wants this mango passion fruit, I think it's called Stash. I got it from ShopRite. Herbal tea, caffeine free, and it's just a few drops. It's iced, and just a few drops of CBD. Okay, to balance out when I puff on a little of the pre-roll. So I don't have too much of a euphoric feel. Okay. But I love to do it when I'm dealing with spiritual work because it taps And so, some of the herbs that you can use to balance your root chakra. You can start with dandelion root. You know, a lot of root herbs. You can also do burdock, clove, and paprika, chives. As far as the foods, you want to use dark brown and deep red foods. So, of course, beets, rooted vegetables. So, these things, like I said, the root chakra deals with being rooted, being grounded. Visualize a tree and the roots digging deep into the earth, and stability and security, and how secure these trees, a lot of them are. I mean, we've been having some storms and you can see them snapping, but a lot of times you'll see the top of the tree snap, but you won't see that root. That root is still, that trunk is still dug in deep. And so that's how you want to be balanced, immovable. In some ways, you do want to be open and flexible, but you see, trees are flexible. Especially palm trees. They're flexible in those tropical areas. But you want to be able to do that. But at the same time, you want to be rooted in your in your knowledge of self as well. And understanding of the universe. To your personal experience and understanding of it. And so the root chakra, like I said, red represents it. And just if you can, just imagine the rainbow and how that visualize that, and you can see how it starts from red and into succession, all the way up into that bright light, and then the next is, the next is solar plexus. And so with your solar plexus, you're going to use coriander, and you're going to use gardenia, licorice, and things like that, sesame seeds. And as far as foods, of course, orange color, beans and tofu. You can use those. As far as your solar plexus, the yellow chakra, and these have names. This is like, I can't pronounce them. They're other languages, but they have symbols, they have names, things like that. You can Google it, however you research your stuff. I have books as well, but for your solar plexus, you can use anise and celery, cinnamon, marshmallow root. You can use ginger, of course. And turmeric is great for your solar plexus. And then foods that are yellow and gold, grains and complex carbohydrates. And you don't mind if I'm looking down, just keeping my notes. As far as the green, which is your heart chakra, you can, wear green, drink green, of course. We know the green colored foods, kale and Swiss chard and romaine and cilantro and parsley and jasmine and lavender. Okay, I don't know where I left off, but it keeps cutting off. I'm sorry. It is what it is, but you're not gonna stop me, okay? And so, like I said, where I was with I'm happy. Where I was, the heart chakra. The heart chakra, jasmine, lavender, these are the herbs that you can use to help to balance and get an underactive going or an overactive, calming it down. Marjoram. I mean, these are spices that I have in my fridge, in my cabinet and cupboard that I eat and cook with all the time. And like I said, green colored foods, raw green colored foods, green tea, vegetables. Those are great for your heart. We know that. We know that, like, us as a people, we are dealing with heart disease. Okay, so we should be eating greens. We definitely should be eating greens. We should be drinking greens. We should be seeing green. Okay, green, heart. All right, so Green represents the heart chakra. And then you have the throat chakra, which mine can be a lot really overactive. And so I'm trying to balance that out. But then also communication, it can be underactive. So it depends on the day, the time, the mood, as well. But peppermint, red clover, sage, and lemongrass are herbs that you can use to help to balance out your throat chakra if you're having issues with communication and things like that. Try sipping on some peppermint tea, okay? Lifts your mood, changes things. And like I said, these also coincide with your endocrine system. So, your thyroid, throat chakra, thyroid, your pineal, your pituitary, gland, and those adrenals, all your glands, all of them coincide. So when you're eating like this as well, you're also helping to cleanse, balance, and detox yourself, your physical self, not just your emotional self and spiritual or mental, but also your physical self. So with your throat chakra, you're doing blue colored foods, so blueberries. You can do that. Sea plants, so sea moss, and then you can go on to your brow chakra, which is your third eye. And a lot of us, we are third eye blind. I mean, pineal glands are calcified, and that means, y'all know when something's calcified, that means it's completely covered. It needs to be healed. And so we need to go ahead and start to eat the right foods, be mindful of what we take in, meditate, take the time to stop thinking, okay? And well, it's hard to stop thinking, I know that, but try to clear your mind. Give yourself 5 minutes, 3 minutes if you can't do 5, 1 minute if you can't do 3. But you can use juniper, okay, poppy, lavender, rosemary. I love rosemary. I put that in my hair today. Oh, and my incense that I'm burning is rosemary. I love it. So third eye. As well as eating food that are dark bluish and chocolate, dark, bitter, not sweet chocolate, can help you to, balance that out. Herbal teas help you balance your chakras. Okay, so it looks like my time is about to be up. They're about to cut me off again, and I'll come back and finish up with the crown chakra. Okay, and so for the crown chakra, foods that you can eat to help awaken, to help balance your crown chakra. Well, the herbs you can use, whether you're sipping on them, whether you're burning them, smudging with them, whether you have them in essential oil form, cooking with them. You can use smudging herbs to help balance out the energy for so that's white sage. This one I have here is myrrh. Love it, and of course I smudge with this all day. This is high tea. And if you are not following me on Black Women Who Blaze, and you can follow my journey, I'm trying to, and I'm going to, break stereotypes and stigmas, about women or people, and Black women in particular, who consume cannabis and use it for medical purposes, healing purposes, spiritual purposes, or recreational. Okay, follow me, Black Women Who Blaze. That's me, T. And so before this one cuts off, let me get back to the foods. So of course, dark colored purple foods, dark cherries and grapes, seeded grapes. Get you some seeded grapes, okay? Get you some seeded grapes. It's hard to find, I know, but when I do find them, that's when I eat them. Globe grapes, I find them at ShopRite. Seeds, let's go back to it, okay? Let's go back to it. Let's get in tune. And so, those are the herbs you can use to balance out your chakras to help, in that area, to help balance or ignite or get it going, get the energy flowing. Okay. And so next I'll talk about some of the crystals and the colors that coincide with chakra balancing and healing. And you can do one at a time, or if you're feeling wavy and bravey, you can rock them rainbows and let everybody know I'm balancing all my chakras. No, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm LBGT or LGBT. I'm sorry. The rainbow, they didn't represent the rainbow from the beginning. So, it's been in use, the symbol of the colors of the rainbow has been in use for eons. And so, hey, everybody, chakra balancing is for everybody. Okay, let's get some balance here. So, we're going to start with the root chakra. And so with the root chakra, you can use a garnet. And it looks like I only got a few minutes. You can use a garnet, which it's my birthstone, a garnet. And you wear red, even if you just feel like a red lip, wear some red, some red shoes, your red purse, wrap your hair in red, stuff like that. Then you have the sacral, which is, your sexual energy. Every time I think sacral chakra, I think about sexual energy. And so orange, and it happens to be my husband's favorite color. Orange as well can, you can wear. And citrine, the crystal, see, they start kicking in. And this is what it does. You forget what you're gonna say. Short-term memory loss, just a bit, smidge. And so bloodstone as well can be used for sacral chakra balancing. And then for your solar plexus, you can use tiger's eye, and wear yellow, bright yellow. Yellow's my favorite color. My favorite, yellow and purple. Yellow and purple has always been my favorite color. No, I'm not a Lakers fan, but yellow and deep purple have been my favorite colors pretty much all my life. Okay, yeah. So it looks like it's not trying. So it looks like it's not even trying to let me have my stuff. I have my time full through. I gotta keep stopping it. I don't know. I must have too much on my phone. I gotta go through storage. But we were at solar plexus, so now I move on to the heart chakra. Greens, the heart chakra. This is why I can express unconditional love, okay? To my peeps, unconditional. Love you, and that's all I ask for back. That's what I ask the universe for, unconditional love. That's my purpose. I'm a 9 here. My numerology profile is all 9s, divine 9. From the beginning to the end, 9. And so for me, it's I'm here to spread unconditional love. And so heart chakra, green, of course, and you can use jade, you can use emeralds. You find out which green crystals you could use. This stuff is just for, I'm telling you, I'm sharing what I do. Now, how you figure out, move about in your life, that's how you move. I respect that. That's how you move, but I'm just sharing, and I'm letting you know you gotta do your research. Okay? And so, for your throat chakra, light blues, as well, and I can't even turquoise, right? Turquoise, beautiful. I love turquoise. So here you have it, light blues and turquoise. Well, what you wear, what you can meditate with, what you can rock, will help you to activate or help balance your throat chakra and your third eye. Okay, your third eye. Third eye chakra is indigo, deep blue, okay, deep blue, And for my third eye, I like to use a clear quartz. I like to use a clear quartz because that helps with insight, intuition, insight, your psychic abilities, things like that. You getting deja vu's and things like that. Okay, that's your third eye is bouncing. So you want to wear light blues, or not light, in dark blues, indigos, deep blues, and rock your clear quartz. And tap in, however that may look like for you. You might tap in, heavy prayer. You got to do what you got to do for you. Your tapping in might be, I don't know, I don't know what, I don't even pay attention to other people's tapping in be like, but this is mine. And especially when we're dealing with so much today, you got to figure out a way to balance yourself, and stay balanced, especially when you're bringing up little human beings. Okay. And, have you a sacred space, have a sacred space to go to, even if it's just a walk outside. Please, self-care. And then for your crown chakra, you can use a clear quartz for that as well. And moonstones, and it's purple and white. And so that is my little spiel on chakras and chakra balance. And like I said, I will be having the challenge for 7 days, and that is starting September 6th to September 12th, 2020. I will be doing the chakra challenge, and I will share it on the social health network page or group that I'm in, and I'll let you guys know how my progress is going. I'll be posting pics of some great food, and as well, following that, I will be doing the 7-week chakra balancing, and so that's each week a root chakra, and so peace, love, and light, supreme wellness to you all. Love you. I'm out.